it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Giants nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now Jones. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. You talk about this Jets defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Jones now to throw on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing on first down, Jones. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Touchdown! Tyler Conklin. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
21. Giants nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now Jones going to change it up here. Jones, off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants get a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Giants 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jordan Phillips gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's across midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defense.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there, laying himself out in the end zone. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A horde of Jets. Huge crew there to make the stop. 2nd down and 8. In motion, Slayton.
Detroit Johnson. Get set quick, all right?
From the 17, Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So on now comes the Jets offense as they're going to go for 2 here. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. McKenzie now from his end zone. There he goes left side. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's now 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Goldfish. Timberland. Great.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Other side.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. In motion, Slayton. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And a Jets first down.
Hey, 88.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jordan Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
30. 1st down, Jets.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Lazard, 35 yards. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. That is caught, and he'll be out right at the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up any...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
42. Giants 17. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
This one deep for Wilson, and that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got a man, It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing Jones. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones. And now here is another interception. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Come on. What's wrong with you? No.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Able to find Lazard. Down the right sideline. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Hall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted by the Jets. They'll take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers throwing here. And this is caught by Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, hey.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at a...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers looking to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game